Welcome to your daily focus for December the 7th, 2016. My name is Tilly, and this is Tarot with Tilly. And before we begin, thank you. Thank you truly for all of the positive, loving, supportive energy you send my way each and every day. Thank you so much. Now, let's see what the energy is going to be for us today. Three of Swords. Three of Swords is our very first card. Why is that? Well, let's see what the other cards are. Now, we have the Star right next to it. It's never a good sign. Oh, and then we have the Magician. So we have very strong cards today. There's definitely magic. Why the Three of Swords is the very first card? Maybe our Angel card will bring it in. Strength and turmoil, too. Strength and turmoil. Well, I guess we're going to have a little bit of strength today, and we're going to definitely get through some turmoil. Now I see the heart. I see the tear going through the heart. So it could be relationships. It could be calling somebody out today, or somebody calls you out today for something. It could add turmoil to your life. Now, is it endings? I don't think so, but it could be. But I think more than anything, it's going to move you into the path you need to move. It's a conversation you need to have. And it could be a conversation with yourself. It doesn't necessarily, like, there's nothing here for couples or partners, or we don't have any of those cards really. Not saying that it couldn't be with other people, but it could very well be that we are looking inside of ourselves today. Having that conversation with us, being honest with ourselves. Sometimes it's breaking through an illusion that we've held on to forever and a day because it made us feel like we were doing it for the right reasons, when in fact we weren't. So it could be very much that we see things through a new set of eyes today. And it jolts our reality somewhat. Or maybe majorly, because, you know, we have the Tower. The first thing I thought of when I laid that card down is the Tower's in the background of that. The old breaking down. The old in our life fading away, so that we can dance among the stars. I mean, isn't that what she's doing? She's waving stars. She's waving the enlightenment. And sprinkling it. Very much like Tinkerbell, right? Spraying the what was it? Moon dust or stardust or... So I think this is a very empowering day for us if we go with the flow, if we don't try and talk ourselves back into old habits, old patterns of behavior that wasn't for our better good. And this is where we can really walk into the magic. Well, we have the Magician right next to. So what do you want? The Magician is the universe saying, what do you want? Now, how much do you want it? How badly do you want it? Do you feel it with a passion? You know, when you do an affirmation, do you say, I want more money in my life? Or do you say, I want more money in my life because then I can create this, then I can do that, then I can help those. I can build this, I can create, I can become. And what does it look like? Does your immediate lifestyle change? Do you paint the walls? Do you buy new walls? You have to, when you're doing an affirmation, it's not necessarily the words that you were saying, but the vibration with the words combined. And so if you have a very low vibration and you don't take just a couple of minutes to take a couple of nice deep breaths in, hold it and release and get centered, and then think about the joy, the happiness, the love that can enter your life because of the affirmation, that's when things start to happen. That's when the magic starts to happen, is when you can feel it at your core, when you get excited about saying it out loud, when you start believing yourself. Got on a little tangent there, sorry. I guess somebody needed to hear that. So the magician is asking us, what do we want? What do we truly want? How much effort are we going to put into it? How much perseverance? Is it a great passion of ours, a need of ours? So today, we could have to face a side of ourselves that we don't like seeing, or face maybe in a relationship, something that it stands out. And it doesn't match your values or your morals or where you want to go in life. But out of it, that tower falls down, the magic emerges. So go with the flow. 2, strength and turmoil. 2 is, well, it's harmony, cooperation, but it takes bringing in a balance, and that takes the strength. We have to go through turmoil. We don't grow when we're happy, when we're content. We laugh, we enjoy. It's magical in its own way, but we don't learn. We learn when we have to. We learn when the struggle is right in front of us. So as easy it is for me to say, embrace the turmoil and see what it's trying to teach you, see how it's trying to move you forward. Because I think, it almost looks like there's lightning shooting out of his hand there. It looks like you can create the magic in your life in this way. The star is going for your goals, your dreams, your desires. And the tower is breaking down so that you can do exactly that, so that you can walk forward successfully in what you are really asking the universe for, God, your angels, your spirit guides, source. Let's get an animal out here. So even though we may hit turmoil today, even though we may face something, it could be something that really blindsides you. So take a couple of deep breaths, center yourself. Think of how it's moving you forward. Think about the honesty that needs to be in the relationship or needs to be in to yourself. You can say, I need to feel good. And then open up the fridge. And that is a very unconscious thing, because the food, when we get together with family, when we have those great big wonderful meals where everybody's laughing, it's about the food. It's about the meal that we're eating. And so it triggers in our subconscious that if we eat something, we'll feel better. We'll have that comfort. We'll feel that love. We'll feel that joy. And it might be really good what you're eating, but it only lasts as long as you're eating. So 5 minutes, 10 minutes, a half an hour. Or gambling, turning to drugs, alcohol. You might see it in a new light today. Procrastinating. That's a bad habit. And you have to start training yourself to yell, now. I'm doing it now. I'm moving it off the plate. and putting closure to that task. Go the extra mile with the elephant. Go the extra mile with the elephant. We had the elephant before. Nurture, productive, communicate, telepathy, and listen. The purpose of life is not to be happy, but to matter, to be productive, to be useful, to have it make a difference that you have lived it all. To have it make some difference that you have lived it all. So what is the legacy that you leave? What is the legacy that you are going to create, that you are going to leave? Elephant reminds you that when you feel like quitting, it just means that you have some extra steps to take. Well, maybe that's what it is. Maybe that's that tear running through the heart is the tear running through the dreams we've wanted. That maybe in some way we see like there's one more roadblock to get through. There's one more mountain to climb. There's one more wall to break down. And maybe it's just one wall too much in our eyes when we first look at it. And maybe that's where we get the forward motion, because it's definitely forward motion with the star and the magician there. Where was I? Many times people set goals and stop in the middle of them, frustrated, but elephant motivates you to keep going. It could be an exercise program, a new skill that you want to try, or a friend that you have been meaning to call. Elephant teaches us that being gentle, having commitment, and clear communication can help in our relationships. On the outside, elephant looks like an intimidating creature, but she is actually a nurturer, wanting everybody to succeed and feel protective. Elephant is also very telepathic and with a sixth sense can feel energy around her with friends, family, and even strangers. She senses danger and responds accordingly. Where's the card? There we go. Sorry about that. Elephant reminds you where you are needed and how to get a good feel for it. The words may not be spoken. Although elephants are large and heavy, they walk noiselessly and with much grace. Elephant gives you subtle hints that you are needed. Listen to the warning signs with all of your senses, and yes, you are needed. Absolutely, you are needed. You have a unique path, a unique journey, and the harder the journey, the more people you help. Once you cross that last barrier, once you move forward, once you finally stop going that uphill and you're at the top. And it's one step at a time in order to get that, just like the elephant is taking one step at a time. Nurturing other people, but nurturing ourselves, caring about ourselves, loving our dreams, our desires, our goals, who we are, what we do for others. To appreciate, and that's not building your ego, because you're doing it with a sense of love. Until we meet again, remember, I do love you.